Welcome to my channel.
She cheated many times. Now after a long time I want out. Story 1. So this might be a long story, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. And it's all completely true from my POV. I 35 met my girlfriend 33 and the mother of my 3 kids 12 years ago. We never married because I don't believe in marrying, since I think men sometimes get trapped and duped in marriage. We were very much in love in the beginning and had amazing time. Always in the beginning she told me about her past, which was quite shocking to me. She had been hanging with some guys that prostituted her against her will, and she escaped that. After a week I tried to treat her extra nice and give her a normal relationship, since she claimed she never had that before me. We lived at my parents' house. We were often alone in this house anyway for the first 8 years, and then we found our own place. But then all hell broke loose. I found out through her social media she was meeting up with her ex when she said she was going to a friend while I was at home with our first child. I confronted her and she lied about it, but eventually told me the truth in the next few days, with more demanding of what was going on and talking. Over the period of a week, more instances with other people came to light every day. A new guy she cheated with came to light. When I asked her to see her message history, I saw with my own eyes she had been meeting up with her ex for the entire relationship and telling her best friend we were in an open relationship. When the friend found out about all this, that was a complete lie though. We never were in an open relationship. This all happened in the week of moving into our new house. That whole year was complete shit, and I pretty much was depressed and untrusting of her every move. It took a long while for me to trust her again and tried to have a normal relationship. I know maybe I should have quit right there, but I didn't for the sake of our child. A few years later we had our second child, and she had been going to a friend of her parents who was much older than her, and I always felt weird about how much time she started spending there. She told me in that time she was unhappy and just wanted to be single for a while. Major red flags of course, but she assured me nothing was going on. We had a big fight over the whole thing and I moved out of our house. I still persuade her to keep an open mind to the possibility of fixing our relationship, and for months we still had time, but she would not commit to a relationship and said she just wanted to be free. I eventually let go and was in beginning phases of getting to know a girl and just talking and hanging out. There was no time. I figured we were done for anyway, since I actually found out she was ducking the old guy, ducking some other stranger she just met, and was sleeping with her ex again. Not only that, she wanted to work as a prostitute for this weirdo. I confronted her with this and she was so ashamed. When she found out I was seeing some really nice new girl, she became really jealous and begged me for months to come back to her, and the stupid idiot that I am, I did. Fast forward 2 years later and a kid later is where I am at now. I didn't want another kid, but it's a lovely kid. Of course we all do love this new child, but I felt it was such a big new addition to an already unstable household. I feel dumb enough already, but if you want to point that out to me, that's fine. I spared many details of the kids for identity reasons. I am talking for a month to a girl I met online, and she is really different than my GF. Caring and understanding, but I am still so paranoid she might be the same as my GF. I am thinking about breaking up with her to be with this other woman. She really likes me too, and we have lots in common, and I should give her a fair chance. Of course I do feel really guilty of going to do this, and I would like advice on what the hell I am doing. My girlfriend knows I am talking to another woman. I told her 2 days ago, and she still feels so guilty of all that she did that she really doesn't give me a hard time. She just cries and tells me how sorry she is. She does not know I might break up with her soon though. I would like some feedback since it's all been weighing on me heavy. I am not perfect. I was depressed for a long time, and she blames the cheating on me being emotionally numb a couple of periods in all these years. And I also slept with a girl after her cheating came out. It was like a revenge cheating. Thanks for listening. Reading. TLDR, my GF cheated for the first 8 years with her ex, and we tried to move on, but she then cheated some more. I now met a woman online and want to break up this relationship. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, you were smart not to marry her. But really dumb taking her back. What did you think was going to happen? Did you think she was going to change and become a better person? No, just got better. A lying. This is common. People say they reconcile only to find out they're so never changed. The affair never ended and get cheated on again. It's sad but common. Redditor 2, if you want to break up with her, then you should. Don't cheat on her. Line she did to you. Also, get your children tested, they may not all be yours. Best of luck. Answer, yeah, I should really face that possibility. Even though all of them look like me. You never know 100% unless tested. Redditor 3, Your wife unfortunately is damaged goods and you can't fix her. That's her job. Focus on the kids. Which you, by the way, was very foolish for you to continue to have babies with or her. What the hell were you thinking? She was a train wreck after baby 1. Now you've brought more kids into this mess. You need to divorce her and get full custody of the kids. She can see the kids with you present. It's over with you and her. There is no coming back from this, so don't be a fool. Don't let her manipulate you. Op answer, she is a good mother though. I wouldn't take them away from her, but she does need help which I can't give her, I agree fully. Redditor 4, you are monkey branching. Getting into a new relationship before leaving the current one. End one relationship before beginning another. Op answer, also very on point comment. Thanks for that mirror. I was selfishly waiting to first find someone else, I think. Very poor choices I've made. Story 2. Update, my wife is cheating on me for the past 10 months but I can't divorce her right now. When I found out about her 2-week-old affair with her coworker, I was completely devastated. We have been together for 20 years now and I still love her. So to win back her love, I did everything for the next whole month. Doing her share of the chores, coming home early from work to spend some more time with her, gifts, DIY dates, but even after putting so much effort, the affair continued and I gave up on it. I even tried soft confrontation without letting her know that I knew she was cheating, but she straight up lied to my face. The last time we had time was during that 1-month period where I was trying to get her back. There have been many nights where I would lock myself in the bathroom and cry for hours when I knew she was working overtime at the coworker's house, but eventually even those tears dried up too. The only reason I am not divorcing her is our daughter. We have an amazing and beautiful 17-year-old daughter. My daughter has been preparing for the entrance exam of her dream university. It was her dream since she found out about it when she was 10. Now her exam is in few months and she has been preparing for it for the past 2 years, and if we both get divorced it will affect her both emotionally and mentally, as she is very close to both of us, and especially my wife and I have seen cases where after parents divorce the child get into very bad mental place. It will affect her studies very badly and she will miss out on this lifetime opportunity, and I don't want to happen that in any way. I don't want to risk her future for my wife's mistakes. She has and is working so hard for it every single day. I have talked to a lawyer and have all the evidence of her cheating, which includes screenshots of text messages, photos and videos of them, call records. Sometimes I feel like a complete failure for wasting 21 years of my life in this relationship, but then I think about my daughter and feel it's worth it. I will try to not let her know the real reason of our separation, because I don't want ruin her relationship with her mother, because both of them love each other very much. This was more of a venting post than an advice-seeking one. If you find my post confusing, then I am sorry. Firstly, English is not my primary language, and secondly, I am drunk a little bit. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, Op, you have a massive heart, I'm sorry this happened to you. If your daughter is as great as you say she is, sit her down and communicate with her after her entrance exams. You deserve to be happy just as much as her and your hopefully ex-wife. Take care of yourself, you are not a failure. You did all you could and this is just the reality of it. Redditor follow-up, this. Wait until after the entrance exam and then be totally honest with your daughter. There is no good reason to hide it. It isn't your job to cover for your wife. And then do what needs to be done. Look after yourself. Redditor 2, my one piece of advice is to be honest with your daughter about why you're separating, when you do separate. She deserves to know the truth, you deserve to keep her trust, and most importantly, she needs to understand it's not at all her fault. Op answer, he needs to understand it's not at all her fault. It never was, is or will be her fault, and I guess you are right about telling her the truth. Redditor 3, your daughter sounds very intelligent. She will find out eventually about your wife's infidelity. It would be better for you to tell her than for her to find out on her own emo. You've done what you could to salvage the relationship, but the relationship is done. Your wife is a cheater, you will never win her back because she is not worth winning back. Give up on her. You need to check out of this relationship and stop trying to fix it. We are men, we have a natural instinct to want and to try to fix things, but you cannot fix something that does not want to be fixed. Your wife has checked out, man. Withdraw from her, no more romanticisms, no more affection, no emotional support, nothing. Delegate her to roommate status until the divorce is finalized. Inform her that you know, and that you guys are done for. Be there for your daughter to support her and assist her, but give nothing to your wife. She deserves nothing from you anymore. Redditor follow-up, I was thinking that the daughter will eventually figure out if she hasn't already. Especially since he said she is so close to both parents. Kids are smarter than we give them credit for. They know. Redditor 4, I respect what you're doing and your reasons, but honestly you should tell your daughter the truth of why you're divorcing when it does happen. She is plenty old enough to understand, and odds are very high that she will either find out some other way which will make her feel lied to, or that your wife will take the opportunity to spin things to make you look like the bad guy. And don't even try to tell yourself she won't. You didn't think she would cheat on you, either, but she did, so you need to accept you don't really know her as well as you thought, and that she could be capable of doing any number of shady, underhanded things if she thought it would benefit her in some way. Redditor follow-up, this. Your daughter is old enough to understand the facts, and you can frame it in a way that maintains your self-respect without talking bad about her mother. Your wife made her bed, and it's her fault. She will have to lie in it. Redditor 5, pal, your daughter is almost an adult. I think let's stay together for the kids is a lousy reason for a marriage, and it's even worse here. You do not sound happy. You do not want to be in this relationship anymore, and I absolutely agree that you should not. Please feel free to worry about being the best dad you can, but not at the expense of your own mental health. Good luck, sincerely. Redditor follow-up, this isn't a let's stay together for the kids. It's a let my daughter prepare and sit her exams stress-free and then get a divorce. Op is kind-hearted and selfless and is doing what's best for his daughter. Redditor 6, you have already taken a step forward. You talk to a lawyer. Follow the advice. After your daughter's exam, hit your spouse with divorce papers. In the meantime, get to the gym to let out your frustrations. Do some long walks. Don't sleep with her. Record conversations to protect yourself. Check local laws first. Listen to the lawyer. She is in the affair fog. Don't go pain shopping or do the pick me. Read Leave a Cheater Gain a Life. You got yes. Redditor follow up, yeah, I may be petty, but I would avoid the wife at all costs at this point. If Op is able to keep this going for a few months, then holy hell does he have nerves of steel. I would have likely served her the divorce papers and told the wife to keep shut about it until after the exam. Not sure why the wife should get to live blissfully ignorant, to be frank, while Op suffers alone. Redditor 7, the first paragraph was really sad. Like pathetically sad. I understand why you might have approached it like that. Almost like a last-ditch effort. But I hope you realize that this is happening not because of some shortcoming on your side of things, but rather some horrible behavior on her side of things. Also, the fact that she knows you know, and still continues, just shows how little respect she has for you. Hope you are cold AF and rip her a new one during the divorce. Don't get swayed by whatever sentimental feelings might come up, or whatever emotional manipulation she uses, crying, blaming you for shortcomings, saying she was wrong and begging for forgiveness, etc. Also, do this immediately after your daughter gives her exams. No more delays. Op answer, also the fact that she knows you know, and still continues, just shows how little respect she has for you. She doesn't knows that I know. I confronted her by asking her, where have you been so long? Is there something you want to tell me? Are you not happy? Redditor 8, you don't need any proof or evidence of cheating to divorce someone. There is no fault divorce these days. Best is to wait until after your daughter has passed her exam. Then you can break the news and throw your support behind daughter. I'm sorry, dude. Redditor follow up, as far as the no-fault divorce, it depends on where you live. I agree that he should tell his daughter after her exam though. Redditor 9, you are a bigger person than I am. We have also been together for the past 22 years, and if my husband did this, he'd get a baseball bat to the knee. Of course, I understand you want to shield your daughter, but imagine she finds out what really happened and how betrayed she will feel. Op answer, but imagine she finds out what really happened and how betrayed she will feel. I have changed my decision and I was thinking about it for a long time, but after reading some comments I have decided to have a talk after her exam. Redditor 10, You can still divorce her, but wait until the exams are over. A few months, although hard, is not impossible. Redditor 11, you are an amazing man and deserve to be with someone who values you. Your wife is no longer in love with you. That's the harsh reality. As for your daughter, she is 17. She's not as innocent as you may think. She will understand. Seeing her father in a toxic relationship is more detrimental for her health. Additionally, what example are you teaching her if you stay? Would you want her to stay in an emotionally abusive relationship just for the sake of her children? No. Because you love her. So it's time to love yourself. Redditor follow-up, my thoughts. 17-year-olds are smarter than we give them credit for. She may be upset, because what kid wouldn't be upset to learn that their mom or dad is cheating? But she'll understand in time. Plus, I've seen a lot of people say they wish their parents had divorced sooner, because the negativity in the household was overwhelming. Redditor 12, my parents got divorced and as a kid I didn't know why. It wasn't kid-appropriate knowledge. I blamed myself for years. Just be honest with her, it's gonna suck, but it'll suck more if she thinks it's her fault. Redditor 13, you should try posting on our surviving infidelity to get some advice feedback from a community of people who've been down this road before. Redditor 14, once your daughter's exams are over, serve your wife divorce papers and be finished with her. Redditor 15, you are doing everything right and I respect your thought into everything related to this entirely. I'm so sorry you are in this position though, you are not a failure for someone else's poor choices. Your daughter is almost an adult however and will need to know the truth to manage in her own ways. Prepare to possibly help her find therapy and outlets. Also prepare to bear the burden of explaining poor choices and consequences of those choices to her due to her mother's actions. She will have a lot of questions and feelings she may not go to you both over, but just do your absolute best to be honest and be human with her. Redditor 16, wait until she is done with exams and entrance applications for university. Then leave. Redditor 17, I was exactly the same situation. Daughter preparing for university entrance exam while I was contemplating divorce from wife for intolerant behavior. Like you, I decided to wait and it was the right decision because when I did speak with my daughter she was naturally very upset and it took a couple of years for her to come to terms with our divorce. You are being very noble to put your daughter's interests before yours. It's part of the sacrifices we make as parents for our children. Redditor 18, dude, your heart is so pure. Give it to someone who actually deserves it, please. Your wife lied to your face and cheated and that was her decision. You don't need to put more effort into this relationship, you'll just burn yourself out. I wish all the best for you and your daughter and hope that you get away from that wench as soon as possible. Redditor 19, not sure if this will help but I have been the daughter in this situation, very similar circumstances. I was 18 and due to do my first year uni exams when my mom left my dad abruptly, taking my brother with her, to go and live with the man she'd been sleeping with for 3 years. My dad didn't wait to tell me everything, he needed the emotional support, so I really struggled with my exams. On top of all of this, I wish he'd waited just a few days to tell me so that I could have done my exams and then been fully 100% concentrated on helping him. I'm glad he told me everything and didn't hide anything, though 17 is old enough to understand the truth and definitely old enough to recognize a lie. You sound like a great dad and I'm really sorry this has happened to you, but things will get better. My dad has a new girlfriend who is lovely and mine and my dad's relationship got much stronger because of all of this. Best of luck to you and your daughter X. Redditor 20, Armeria Dread Pill. It won't save your marriage. May save the man. Thank you for watching. Comment what do you think about this situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe.